Just imagine that you are given 1 million francs to start a business, and another person given 50,000 francs to start a business. Most people immediately think that the person with 1 million francs has the advantage. But what if I told you that history is full of people who did extraordinary things because they had very little? Could your biggest limitation actually become your greatest advantage? That is today's question. Let's think like a mathematician. As a matter of fact, in mathematics, constraints are everywhere. When you are solving an equation, you don't have infinite possibilities. You work within a certain set of conditions. You may have only positive numbers to work with, sometimes just integers, or perhaps you can have a function that must satisfy a specific boundary condition. For someone new in mathematics, these restrictions seem like obstacles, but interestingly, constraints often make problems easier to solve because they eliminate impossible options. So, thanks to constraints, instead of wandering through an infinite number of possibilities, your mind becomes focused to possibilities that are actually possible within the constraints. So, mathematicians do not complain about constraints, they simply use them for a precise solution. Let's illustrate this on the board. We are going to imagine that we want to solve the equation x plus y equal to 10. You see, this equation as it is, it has so many possible solutions, such as 1, 9. Yes, 1, 9 is a solution because 1 plus 9 equals to 10. We also have this. We also have the solution 2, 8. 2, 8 is also a solution. We also have the solution 3, 7. We also have the solution 4, 6. In fact, even 9, 1 is a solution. 8, 2 is a solution. 8, 2 simply means x is 8, y is 2. And 2, 8 means x is 2, y is 8. You see that we can go on and we'll have so many possible solutions. Unless we give this equation a constraint, we cannot have a precise value of x and y. Now, let's take these constraints. Let's take these constraints. X and y are both prime numbers. Prime numbers. This is one constraint. Now, we can have the other constraint. X is strictly less than y. X is strictly less than y. These two constraints eliminate all other possibilities. This is eliminated because these are not prime numbers. This is also eliminated because these are not prime numbers. This is eliminated, these are not prime numbers. This is eliminated. Now, the answer boils down to 3, 7. 3 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number, and 3 is less than 7. And 3 plus 7 gives 10. We see that we could not give a precise value for x and y, but because of the constraints, we now have a precise value for x and y. The constraint did not make the problem impossible. It rather forced us to become more creative and more precise. That's exactly what happens in life, and that's how mathematicians think about constraints. You see, in life, many people will say, if only I had more money, if only I had better equipment, if only I knew the right people, if only I had more time. Those are constraints. But sometimes, those very limitations, those very constraints are training your mind to become more efficient, to become more creative. A business with little capital learns efficiency. A small company learns how to serve customers better because they cannot outspend competitors. In the same way, a student without expensive resources learns discipline, learns how to work with the limited resources they have. Someone with little money learns prioritization, learns to choose what is the priority. Constraints force you to ask a powerful question, and the question is, given what I have, what is still possible? That's the questions that help you, that direct you to be more precise. When I started importing, I didn't have unlimited capital. I had to work with my limited capital. I couldn't import everything I wanted. I couldn't afford every opportunity. So I had to become extremely selective. My first importation, I imported 8 bags. I was forced to start with a few bags. Now, those 8 bags, when they arrived, customers had their complaints. Some complaint about the main complaint I received was about the sizes of the bag. Thank God they were just 8. I struggled and sold them. But now, in my subsequent importations, I took that into consideration. Since I could not import many bags at a time, I spent most of my time gathering information on what customers truly loved. Had it been I had much capital, I'll have been more wasteful in gathering that information. So looking back, I realized that that lack of money helped me to gain something even more valuable. One thing I realized is that unlimited resources might have caused me to be more wasteful through poor decisions. Sometimes scarcity teaches lessons that abundance never could. The Bible repeatedly shows God working through limitation rather than abundance. Consider the story of Gideon. God intentionally reduced Gideon's army from thousands to just 300 men. From a human perspective, that made no sense. But God wanted everyone to know that victory will come from Him and not from the numbers. Also think about the story where Jesus Christ fed 5,000 men from 3 loaves of bread and 2 fish. That scarcity became the stage for God to manifest His abundance. So your limitation may not be the evidence that God has forgotten you. It may be the environment where He intends to develop you. Think like a mathematician. Constraints are not always barriers. Sometimes they are boundaries that guide you towards more precise outcomes. History has made us understand that people who changed the world were not the ones with unlimited resources, but the ones who made the limited resources, who maximized the limited resources they had. In the comment sections, what constraints are you facing right now, and what do you think you can do about them? Do you think constraints are barriers, or do you think constraints help you to take precise decisions? Is the CEO of Kameh Supplies. You're headed for the top, for the bottom is crowded. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes on our series Think Like a Mathematician.